Oh, what a mistake! The ball's gone astray. Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets, and it's made its way to him.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, they've got it again. Messi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Over to the right flank. Olise ventures forward. That's a throw. Kimmich. Luis Suarez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Rui Costa. That's a good ball out wide. Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Kimmich. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Messi. And that's gone loose. Rui Costa. Oh, there's a probing ball. Ferdinand. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to play it through. Olise. Cross goes in there. Rui Costa. Gerrard.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
Now it's Luis Suarez. And the pass is intercepted. And that is the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Portugal currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So the action resumes.
Portugal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked at a step.
And the shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. Rui Costa. Rijkaard looking to provide the solidity his team so need. And the finish! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Argentina are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Griezmann. Cannavaro producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Jupe, nicely weighted ball, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that was vital. Kimmich, and it's Ribery, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Messi. Rijkaard. That's an imaginative pass. Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion.
After 71
Oh,
minutes.
a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, the ball was there to be hit, Peter, but wow, even so, that's never easy. Everything has to be perfect for that to come off.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And it's Messi.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Olise. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Portugal could be just about done here.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show. Portugal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Oh, that's fabulous. Real chance! And he hits the net. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Rui Costa.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And this is Rui Costa. And that's it. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times.
Aguero! Aguero! He just does goals!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
Portugal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Elise's cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Owen. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Messi. In by Messi. Oh, good effort! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Aguero. Oh, important interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Aguero. Neymar. Messi. And it's Messi. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Elise. Is there any... And Messi!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Kimmich.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Passing is crisp and sharp. It's Kimmich. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Howson. He shifted it to the flank. Back where it came from. Spread it left. Costa Curta. And here's Owen. That's it, 45 minutes up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Portugal finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Back on the way then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Messi, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Aguero. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's been given away. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo! And no mistake. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
55 minutes in.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
France are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Olise. Kimmich. In with the challenge. Aguero. Messi. Well, that pass isn't the best. Knocks it into space. Ferdinand cuts out the pass. Cannavaro. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Kimmich spots it and intercepts. And it's Owen. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. That's a lovely, neat pass. Dani Olmo. Into the last quarter of an hour. And that could set him on his way. Oh, now he can run away with it. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
France find a position of real strength now.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Quality ball. Dani Olmo. Look at this. And the shot! And that is a truly outstanding save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen. Hello, everyone, and welcome to...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
And he's cut it out. That's going to go a long way. Guti makes a move down the right. That looks a cracking ball.
Romario clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And this is Ronaldo. Pinches it off him. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Luis Suarez. First quarter of an hour gone. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He is just caressing the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And Romario! And he should have made them pay.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rodri makes a dash for it. Now, can they get him away? Ferdinand deals with that comfortably. Portugal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Marcelo engages and forces him off the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Ronaldo. And the shot! And again! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Now it's Aguero. No, he refuses to take the bait.
Ghana definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
He's got away. Messi. Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. Messi. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Guti, upright and purposeful. Rijkaard. Kimmich. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Raul. And here's Romario. Guti. Oh, that was vital. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. The second half is up and running.
Portugal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And this is Luis Suarez. That is great defending, so alert. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Kimmich. Neymar. He's found a way through. Tacho gets a foot in here. Tacho defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Oh, nicely intercepted. Raul. And here's Suarez. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Olise is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. He's in a great position here. He's shifting through the gears here. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's found a way past. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defences, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think both teams can help themselves massively with...
And he shoots! It's a goal! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you ought to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Ghana have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
He is through here. Oh, some astute defending there.
Portugal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Pass somewhat off target.
Ghana nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Guti. And this is Luis Suarez.
Suarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.